Okay, so welcome back to Naveen Automation Labs, guys. So today I'm going to cover one important topic, that is Jira tool, which is a very simple tool, but especially it is used for Agile, where people are following the Agile methodology and sprint based system and Kanban based system, or some other sprint technology methodologies like iteration based system. It's very important because 90% of the companies in the market, they are using Jira tool for their agile management or their project management point of view. There are a lot of advantages. It's a very simple tool uh, in terms of writing the test cases, in terms of writing the stories, and this is particularly useful for all the product managers, all the testers, all the developers to track their activities and everything. So this tool is like very simple, but how to use and what to do and what exactly the workflow and the basic customization. Okay, we will see that how to customize your Jira tool, what are different settings and everything. One thing I'll tell you that the customization, generally you see that okay, on Jira tool you can customize your logo also, your company logo. Okay, so each and every company, there is a DevOps team is there, or separate admin team is there for Jira tool. So it's not my responsibility or your responsibility. QA is not taking care of all these things, but who is taking care of DevOps team or Jenkins team? They are, DevOps team and administrator team. They are doing such stuff. They are uploading and they are creating the schema and everything, and what kind of different customization fields you want according to the project to project. Okay, such things they will be creating. So there is a separate job profile for that. It's not QA responsibility or dev responsibility, but how to use that and what kind of basic things you can do, like in terms of writing the test cases, writing the stories, and if log a defect, how to link a defect particular with a particular story, how to link a test case with a particular story. There is a Zephyr plugin also is available, which can be integrated with Jira, so that you can write the test cases and it can be linked with the user stories. So when we had a waterfall model earlier, right? So that time we used to have this HP tool and quality center, such things, and Bugzilla was there for the defect tracking tool. But nowadays, Bugzilla is gone. I think nobody's using in the market. Very few companies they are using Bugzilla and all. People are using HP ALM, and Rally also is one of the tool, and Zira is there. Test Rail is there, but Test Rail is only and only for defect lifecycle and test case documentation. And here and there, some open source license tools are available. But Zira is one of the famous tool. So all these are coming from the same family, that is the Atlassian family, that is Austrian-based company. The company is based out of Australia, and they provide Bitbucket, they provide all Zira family, they provide a lot of plugins also. Okay, so um, and you have to pay the license also, guys. It's a free version for only for 30 days trial version you can use. The same trial version I'm going to use actually, and what exactly that company according to their requirement, according to their project and everything, accordingly they will get the license, right? So this is the thing, very simple, and you can download this Zira. I'll tell you how to do that, and you can easily work upon these things, and it's very simple. So no programming, nothing, and so what you're gonna do? Simple. You have to write Jira download and on Google. So you will see that this is a company. Okay, Atlassian.com is a company name. Simple, just click on it, and so I have already downloaded everything. So you can see that okay, try it free and 30 days unlimited users, and what kind of OS you want to use or something like that. Easily you can download and then start working on it. So first thing you can download the zip file and everything, and you can host it on their host server also. So I would prefer to do that instead of downloading on my own laptop. Okay, so you can do one thing, that try Zira software. So this is a Zira software free version you can download. If you really want to purchase that, okay, $10 per month and $20 per month, and according to they have different features and everything, you can create the build and all such stuff. So although no need to do such stuff, But if you really want to try, you can try this Jira software with documentation, or really want to take some help desk also, so you can take this one also. But I would prefer to use, for practice point of view, Jira software, because we don't need any documentation. And if you really want to take some documentation, you can try it free. Okay, but I would say that, okay, join this particular, try it free. You can plan it, track it, release, whatever the basic features are available in Jira, which is more than enough for you guys, more than enough. Okay, so just click on try it free. And what exactly you have to do, you have to first give your site name, that whatever the site name you want to give. Let's say I'm giving Naveen Automation Labs dot. Okay, so this Naveen Automation Labs, let's say I'm giving. So already it's already taken by me, because I've already created my site over there. Okay, so it's simple. You have to create your own site. Let's say your name is Surendra. So you just need to create that Surendra Automation dot. Automatically it will add this particular domain name. Add your full name, last name, add your email ID over here, and then just click on start now. The moment you click on start now, it will give you a mail for the confirmation of the mail, and you just need to confirm it, and then you are good to go. Okay, so in the confirmation mail also, they will give you one confirmation mail. The moment you confirm it, it will automatically will do some process over there, and automatically it will launch your site with whatever the site is there, that Naveen Automation Labs dot net or something like that. Okay, so it, after that it will look like this. Okay, so the moment it will automatically, it will create a domain, and it will display this dashboard. Let's see, whatever the name you are giving, your name is tom.atlassian.net secure dashboard.jsp, something like this. So this is a new UI version of Jira, guys, and they have implemented the new UI. So we are going to cover the latest version, the latest UI of Jira only. Okay, so what you have to do, some basic features you will see over there, that okay, all these things. Okay, dashboard, project, issue, settings, and test. Now what you have to do, you have to click on go to project. The first time, it will ask you to create a project. So let's see, you want to create any project, because when you go to any company, there are multiple teams are there, right? Let's see, payment team is there, order team is there. So what exactly you have to do, this is the Jira structure. The complete Jira is available for a company. Let's see, my company name is quickly I'll explain. Let's see, my company name is Amazon. So in Amazon, there are a lot of other companies are there. The different teams are there. Payment team is there. Order team is there. Okay, cart team is there. Category team is there. Product team is there. Seller team is there, or maybe some other team is there. Each and every company having their different developers, different product managers, engineering managers, Scrum master, right? Now in Agile world, in Amazon, they all are using Agile. Okay, and in Agile also, they all are using Sprint. So you need to select option Agile with Sprint while configuring your Jira board. So the moment you confirm your email ID over there, and then automatically it will launch your app, and then it will ask you a couple of settings over there, that what kind of system you want to use. So you just need to add sprint based system, okay, and create your own project over there. So Agile Sprint you have to select, and then let's see, your project name is Naveen Test, something like this. So you can create any project over there, any name you can give. So automatically a sprint based system will be used, right? And Naveen test will be created. So this will be your project name. So I'll show you in Jira board also how exactly it got created. So don't select any other methodology, because you have to work upon sprint based methodology, right? And what is your project name? You can give any project name. My project name is, let's see, Naveen test, like this. So let's say this is my project name I have created over here. Same thing, some other guy is there, that okay, that is the payment project name, right? So here is a payment project name. Same thing, some other guys available over here, that is, let's see, order team is there, order management project is going on, like this. So what is the advantage, that okay, you can create multiple projects in single Jira, and this all these activities are handled by one guy. That guy is called administrator guy, admin. So admin is the responsible person who is having the entire okay access over there, who will be creating all these things, different projects he will be creating, and different what kind of, let's see, in this particular payment team, want to use a sprint-based system. They want to use Kanban, or they want to use some different terminology different methodology over there. So they can define accordingly, right? Maybe you have to get the more, you have to pay for it, and then you have to get the license for other methodology as well. But if Amazon is using a sprint based, so entire companies obviously it's compulsory to use a sprint based. Now, what will happen that after creating, guys, please be on mute. Okay, after creating all such stuff, what will happen that admin guy will do that. And let's see, I am working is in this particular project. This project name is, let's see, or maybe this payment project, or Naveen test is a project name, right? So I am the QA guy, I am the developer guy who will be working on this particular project only. Maybe sometime it happens that, okay, let's see, you are the sharing resource, and this is the this is a resource R1. Resource means the employee. R1 is contributing towards here also, and this guy is contributing towards here also. In multiple projects you are working. Sometimes it happens because QA guy can work with different projects, because QA is always horizontal services. So this R1 resource, Naveen, is working over here also, here, and here also. And in this particular, they have using different agile methodology, but they are having their own different culture over there, own different configuration over there, own different customization over there. Same thing over there also. So you should know and you should contribute. You will be creating your QA task, user stories, and all such stuff over here. Same thing, you will be creating your QA task, user stories over here in this particular project also. So as a QA guy, it's very, very important. I'll tell you what kind of task, what kind of manual and automation tasks you have to create, right? So this is the kind of thing that we have to work upon, and this is the thing that we have to learn. Very simple, guys. But how to talk with the with the Scrum Master, with the product manager, and especially like when you grow with the experience, like after 7 8 years, it's really really important to know that how to use Jira tool. Okay, and at a time of interview also, a lot of people are asking that. Okay, especially product manager interview round or Scrum Master is also taking your interview, and they will be asking Jira questions that, okay, how exactly you are creating, and what kind of methodology, and what kind of configuration customization you are using in your project, right? Although these are very basic questions, that doesn't matter, easily you can learn these things in next, after joining in next 2 3 days. But for interview point of view, if you're not giving answers, maybe they will reject you, right? So cool. So after that, what exactly will happen? That, as I told you, that okay, Naveen test project I have created, and you can create multiple projects over there. Okay, so that's the NAV board I have created, NAV board. Automatically, it will be created in this particular board. Naveen test project will be created. So I am the admin guy, so I can see multiple. I can create multiple, projects over here. Let's see, I have created only one project, Naveen test. The owner is Naveen, right? What kind of type? It is software type, and automatically it will assign one. Assign is NAV. Okay, and the moment I click on this project, so you will see that this is the thing you will see. So in your company, one logo will be there. Okay, right now I haven't uploaded any Naveen automation logo or something like that. One logo will be there. Let's see, for Amazon or Walmart or Flipkart, one logo will be there. And uh, and then what will happen that, okay, you will be getting number of options over here. Number of options means, let's see, the first role is the product manager guy. I'm the product manager, product owner, who will be interacting with the business. You remember that we took Agile session over there, that in Agile, the product owner will interact with the business guy, and they will get the user stories and everything. And one by one user stories, all those things will be, okay, created over here. So how to create the user story? Just click on this plus, and just create issue. Okay, pop-up will be opened. What exactly in which project? Okay, you have to, so all the project list over here. So sometimes you see that, okay, let's say you want to raise a ticket that my internet is not working, or let's see my laptop got crashed, or let's see I need VPN connection. So all these tickets, so you will be assigning to the respective, okay, team over there. There is a team, let's see the OSRE team over there, or maybe the DevOps team is there, or right, operation team is there. So you will select, okay, DevOps or operation team, or maybe Jenkins team is separately there. You want to raise that, okay, my Jenkins servers are not working, I need access on Jenkins. So you will create Jira ticket over there, and then write your description and assign to the respective guy over there. So in company, each and every guy is using Jira for your project management point of view, for your company management point of view, for integration point of view, for your ticket management point of view. Everyone is using Jira, right? So Jira is daily routine activities. Without Jira, Agile cannot survive, because Jira is like so famous. Like most of the companies, they are using Jira, and it's very cheap also. So let's see, I have created this particular project and I'm the product manager. I'll be creating a story over here. I'll select the story. If I want to create any task or bug or epic, okay, so I'll be creating this particular story. So as we know that, okay, it's up to product manager. Let's see, I'm going to create one epic first. So first hierarchy is always, guys, epic. So if you see that first hierarchy is always epic, I'm not gonna going okay into depth, because we have already covered what is epic. First is epic, then you will create the story that is called user story. Under that story, we will create, okay, different tasks. It may be QA task or dev task. Then we will be creating different bugs, and then we will be creating different test cases also, like this. Okay, so these are the issue types. Okay, in Zeta language we say these are the issue types. Don't compare with the defects types. These are the epic, story, task, bug, and test. So let's see, today I'm going to cover one epic one. I'm creating that. Okay, uh, implement free CRM login and registration feature. Okay, so let's see, this is the epic name, and my quickly, let's see, my summary is this. This is a summary, right? And reporter is, let's see, I'm the product manager, so Naveen is a reporter. Description, I have written some, okay, these are the, okay, whatever description I have written that, okay, login, registration, okay. I mean, different registration and different, I mean, the process and login process and the complete description I'll be writing over here according to the product manager. Simple, that this is what I want to achieve, okay, in this particular epic. Epic is, guys, epic is a collection of multiple stories. Epic means a complete system, okay, or maybe small systems are there. In that small systems, different user stories we will be creating. Let's see, after 2 months I want to achieve something in my project, that I want to release the login feature and the registration feature. So as a product manager, this is epic for me, right? Let's see, after 2 months I want to implement the payment gateway. So payment gateway will be a feature name. Remember in Cucumber that what we used to write, that the feature name is login feature. But now how exactly you are going to do that? You will be creating different user stories for that, right? So this is the thing, guys. Epic is always the standard name. Epic is always that the feature, important feature that you are going to implement, and under that, to complete that feature, what kind of the stories you want to create, the business stories we will define over there, right? So let's see, I've created this epic, and let's see, my priority is the highest priority, like this. And if you want to attach some document over there, let's see, some Word document or PDF or conference fair that you have created, so you can, okay, attach over there. This is like maybe some blockers or some issues are there, it is blocked by or cloned by, something like that. You can select and assign to, let's see, assign to me. So this epic is assigned to me. And okay, so always remember that an epic cannot have another epic link to it. That is fine. And in which sprint? Okay, so let's see, this is the sprint number 2 is going on, sample sprint number 2, automatically it will be displayed over there. And let's see, I'm going to create one epic over here. The moment you see that, okay, one epic will be created under this particular epic, you can see that. Okay, so this is the epic I have created. Now what I have to do under this epic, again I click on this create issue plus icon, and now I'm going to select one story, right? So let's see, my story name is multiple stories. Let's see, I'll create login is user story 1, okay. And let's see, I am the reporter, login story, I'm not writing any description, guys. And let's see, assign to me, and priority I'm giving, let's see, the high priority, and create. Okay, so if you see that, login story got created, but if you click on edit once again, you have to associate it with the specific epic over there. So what is the epic link? Sorry. So you can select, you can integrate with your epic link over here. And in which sprint? So let's see, I'm not associating any sprint. I'll tell you why later. Okay. Any comment you want to give? No comment, simple update. So you will see that, okay, this particular epic is there, and this is the epic. Under this particular epic, login story user 1 is associated, and the story number is NAV26. NAV is your project alias, the project short form. Let's say you're working with payment team, so it will be like payment 26, like that it will be created. Okay, so I'll be creating, let's see, one more user story. So again, I click on plus icon. Again, story I'm going to create. Let's see, registration user story number 2 assigned to me, and some description I'll be writing over here. And again, the priority is the highest priority because registration is an important feature to me. And which epic you want to create? This epic link, first epic, and who is the assignee? I'll define it later. And simple click on create, and I have to select the sprint as well. So in which, okay, I'm not selecting any sprint because sprint we will define it later at the time of sprint planning, right? So if you go to this particular epic, two epics got created. One epic got created having two user stories, NAV26 and NAV27. Okay, so and similarly I can create 100 of user stories. So whenever any project gets started, what happens that, okay, the product owner, the product manager will interact with the business. They will travel to US or whatever, the business is available, and they will interact all the business stakeholders over there, and they will define the user stories over here. Till here we don't have any role in the project. Okay, hiring is going on, the project team is getting set up and everything. Okay, offer is released, you are going to join, and product manager is coming into the picture, and then he or she will travel, and then they will define the user stories over here. So let's see, I have, for this particular free CRM project, I have created around 100 user stories. 1 to 100 user stories I have created. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'll just click on this backlog. Now the 1st January 2018, the project entire team is over here. 2 developers and 1 QA guy is there, let's see initially. And this guy with the 1 product manager and the scrum master is also we have hired. So what exactly we will do? On 1st January, we will start our sprint planning. In sprint planning, what we do? We go to our backlogs. Okay, in a sprint planning, we go to our backlogs and we see that, okay, there are so many backlogs are there. Okay, we have created these backlogs, login and user story 1, login and user story 2, and some are, okay, in Jira, these are the default, backlogs are already created. Backlogs means user stories are already created, right? So these backlogs are already created, and similarly, product owner will create a number of backlogs in the form of user stories. So what exactly, sorry. So on 1st January, we will do sprint planning, and we will see that, okay, Naveen, tell me how many, as a developer, how many stories you want to pick up. And after 2 weeks of sprint, we want to deliver these number of features, maybe login feature I want to deliver. So what exactly I'll do? So initially, let's see, let me move it over here. I'll show you that. Actually, I've already moved all the things in sprint. You can drag and drop all the things. Okay, so let's see, right now current sprint is going on and we have to start the sprint planning. So what exactly I'm going to do, that in sprint planning, first I'll look into in my backlog. In my backlog, I'll see that, okay, 14 issues are there, 14 user stories are there. It means my target is that in next 6 months or next 3 months, I have to, for this particular project, I have to deliver these 14 issues. And all the issues are associated with different issues, mean user stories are associated with different epics over there, right? And you can see that this green means user story, this red means bugs, Okay, accordingly it will change the the icon over there also. So, and everybody is having, everyone is having the highest priority. Now what I'm going to do that, okay, I'll sit with the team and then I'll start the sprint planning, and then I move that, okay, in this particular sprint we are going to deliver only login feature. So I'll move it over here in sprint number 2, whatever the current sprint is going on. Okay, so current sprint is starting from, let's say, 6 April 2018 up till 20th April 2018, like that, right? The sprint will be over on that. So now again we will start working on it, and then we will see that what exactly things are going on in active sprint. So I'll click on this active sprint, and you can see that this is the epic, okay, and this is the user story, that in this particular sprint we are going to achieve epic, that implement free CRM login and registration feature, and my story name is this login user story 1, which is associated with epic number 1. So this is a to-do task for me. Similarly, I can create multiple 10 user stories here. Okay, let's say only one developer is there. Naveen is a developer. Immediately, what exactly we will do the sprint planning. In sprint planning, we will do the estimations and everything. So what I'm gonna do, I'll simple open this. Just a minute. Okay, let me go to backlog. So the moment you click on this sprint 2, you will see that, okay, these are the things are available, and let me open. Okay, so the moment click on this login user story number 1, we will give some estimations as well, that how many story points you want to give. Let's see, I want to give 8 user stories, and I click on yes. Okay, 8 user stories will be created, and then I'll write some comment that some link I want to provide, or conference link I want to provide. Okay, so conference link I'll provide, or maybe some comments, important comments I'll be writing over here in this particular login user story number 1. Again, I'll go to my active sprints. I'll click on this login story user number 1. I'll see that uh, sorry, I'll see that, okay, these are the things are available, that some description will be displayed, because I haven't written only this, okay, only one description. Also I have written one liner description. Let's see, implement login feature. This is the story description I have written, and what I'm gonna do, I can see some comments over here also. I can see that, okay, who is assignee. Assignee is Naveen. Let's see, Naveen is going to work upon this particular story. How many story points are there? Story points are 8. Let's see, I'm gonna take 8 days, or maybe, okay, maybe 1 week of time to create this particular user story, and then the priority is high. Now what I'm going to, and the epic link is this. Now what I'm going to do is that quickly I'm going to create a task. So you have to click on this icon, and you have to click on create subtask. So as a QA guy, what you have to do, so let's see, I have to create QA testing task. I'll create QA testing for login feature, right? Manual testing. I'll create this particular task like this. So this is the task for me. Okay, and another task I'll create, let's see, automation QA testing login feature. Okay, this is one more task I have created. I'll create one more task, that test cases, manual test cases design. Okay, this is another task, QA task I have created, and fine. So 3 QA tasks I have created. Let's see, now I'm the developer, so I'll be creating that backend logic. Okay, this is a dev task I have created. I'll write UI guy will create that, okay, UI screens. Okay, this is again dev task they have created. Database, I have to set up a database. So that is again the dev task, right? So to complete this particular user story, we have dev engineers also, and then we have QA engineers also. So QA engineer will create their own tasks like manual testing and writing the automation and designing the manual test cases. Okay, developers, Java developers will say that okay, we will write the backend logic, UI screens we will be creating, UI developers, and the database developers or backend engineer, they will create the database also, like that. So I have created all these, okay, subtasks. Okay, and all these subtasks are in to-do state because we have to complete it now, and then things are done. And you just need to click on, just cross it, and you will see that under this particular sprint number 2, under this particular login user story 1, having multiple tasks over here, right? So if you click on it, the respective task will be okay opened, and you can see that okay, this particular task is assigned to, you can see that okay, this is a QA task assigned to one QA guy is there, Naveen, assigned to QA guy Naveen. And then let's see what I'll do. The dev engineers first create a dev task, and they will see that okay, in the next day they will say that okay, yes, currently I'm working upon it. In the next scrum call or stand up call, they will say that okay, yes, currently I'm working upon it, and they will move this particular dev task to in progress like this. Okay, in progress like this. UI guy will say that okay, yes, this particular task is also going on, and the database guy also, this particular task is going on. But you cannot move this task, that testing login feature, manual testing, because that feature is still under development. So what I'll do that okay, first I'm writing the manual test cases, right? So as a QA guy, my task, I'll move it from to do to in progress like this. Manual designing and manual test cases, okay, I'll be writing over here, right? Now after same thing is happening, I'm taking around 2 to 3 days of time, okay, to write the test cases. Dev engineers also, they are taking their own time to write the code and everything. Now dev says that okay, yes, everything is fine. This backend development task is done. So I'll move it to done. Okay, and UI guy says that okay, yes, UI is also done. And database guy also say that okay, yes, this is also done. So development task is completed. It means development is over now, and your manual test case designing is also after 3 4 days. It is also done. So you move it over here. Now you see that okay, yes, the feature is ready to test now. So what exactly I'm going to do that okay, login feature manual testing execution, I'll be moving over here that okay, yes, the testing is in progress, right? And I'll spend 2 3 days of time, and then let's see while testing it what I'm going to do that in this particular user story, I'll open in a new tablet, or maybe over here that let's see, I found number of issues. I found one issue, or I'll do one thing, simple cross it, click on this plus icon, okay, and I'm going to raise a bug now. Okay, my bug is that with wrong username password, system is not showing any UI error. Very simple bug I'm writing over here, very with summary, and this is a description. Let's see, username is something like this, and the password is something like this. Okay, so maybe with wrong username and password, having the special character, system not showing any user okay UI error or something like this, and I'm going to raise a bug with a screenshot and everything, and then okay, you can on which environment it is coming, what is a priority. Let's see, this is the uh, okay, high priority. If you want to attach some screenshot, you can attach it, and assign to whom. Let's see, assign to the respective developers, or as developer is, let's see, Naveen. Assign, guys, please be on mute. And in which sprint is going on. So this is the second sprint is going on, okay, like this. What is epic? Epic is this epic, okay, and then you will create a and do we have a user story association? Just a minute. Okay, let's see, this issue is blocked by something else, so you can write the okay, you can select that particular issue also. And yeah, I think it's done. So the moment you click on it, automatically one bug will be raised with red icon. Okay, one bug will be raised with red icon, and developers will look into that particular bug, and developer say that okay, yes, I'm currently looking into it, and he or she will move this particular bug to in progress. That yes, currently I'm looking into, and then this particular bug will be assigned to, once this is fixed, it will be assigned to the respective QA engineer. Let's say Naveen is the QA engineer, and QA engineer will see, okay, yes, this bug is absolutely working fine. Okay, if it is not working fine, again we will assign to the respective developer, and again we will move it to do. But if it is working fine, again developer will move it to in progress, and we will verify it. There, this bug is not available, not able to reproduce, and everything is working fine. Then we will like this. Okay. Now same thing, automation tasks. Now I have to start. Let's say 2-3 days are still pending in this particular sprint. Automation task, I'll be moving over here. That okay, yes, now the feature is tested, developed, and everything is fine. Bugs also, all the bugs are verified, and I can start my automation as well. Or maybe side by side, earlier also you can move your automation. Let's say I want to spend at least after 6 o'clock, I want to spend 2 hours in automation as well. So you can move this automation task over here also, right? So, and once your testing is done, manual testing is done, you will move it over here. And your login feature is also, automation is also done, you can move it over here. And you can see that all the tasks are done. All the subtasks for parent issue nav 26 are done. We want to update this parent issue to match. Simple update. Okay. So nav 26 got crossed. Cross means nav 26, the user story is login user. Okay, user story is done. Right. So in this particular sprint, we had only one user story, and still, let's see, around 4 days or 5 days or 3 days are remaining. Okay, before the sprint is over, you have to complete all your task, and the user story should be marked as done. So if you see this particular user story, you will see that all the tasks are done, 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 and all like this. Okay, and you can mark. Okay, let's see. I can write like this: Hi team, all the QA tasks are done. Let's see, I'm the QA manager, or maybe I'm the responsible person for the QA over there for that particular feature. All the QA tasks are done. Testing is completed. User story can be marked as done. Thanks, Naveen. Right? And click on save. So you can put the comment over here also. So immediately people will be notified that okay, yes, testing is done from Naveen's side. Now the another Naveen is there, that who is a developer, who will also write that okay, hey Naveen, please test this feature. I have already developed, and okay, like this. And the product manager says that now the product manager, what exactly before moving user story has done. One more thing, guys. Okay, this guy will create one more task over there, that is called product owner review. Right, product owner is the responsible person that who created this particular user story. Product owner created this story, right? So it's his responsibility to test, to check that whatever we have developed and whatever as a QA we have tested according to the business requirement is working fine or not. So product owner will do his own product review. So he will create his own task. Okay, so this is the to do task. Now the user story is still not completed. So PO review, this particular task is still pending. So now what happens according to agile theory? Dev or QA engineer, most of the time as QA engineer, they will test this feature, they will complete all the test tasks, and they will give a review, or they will give a demo to the PO, the product owner, that okay boss, this was your requirement, this was your acceptance criteria, and we have tested, and this is what the feature is all about. And PO will see that okay, let me also look into it. He will also will look into it, that very basic thing. He is not going to do full regression testing or something like that, because he doesn't know how to test. He will check that okay, that whatever I can see, it's fulfilling the business requirement or not, it's fulfilling my acceptance criteria or not. And then the PO review is done. He will see that okay, yeah, PO review in progress, and then PO review will be in done, like this. So now the story is done. Simple. So this is how Jira sprint cycle works. I just created only one example that for you guys, it's a very simple, dummy sample sprint and the user story epic I have created. But this is the exact kind of thing you will be seeing over there. Sometimes what happens that okay, you can customize these columns also. Sometimes you will see that okay, to do, in progress, before done, also in review is also in review column is also there. That okay, still it's getting in reviewed like that. So all these things are guys, very very important but very simple. You can easily like learn these things within 2 3 days, and when you join any company you will get to know that okay, what exactly the Zira is all about. Now you can see that okay, again, now let's see, the sprint is over. Now the next sprint will be started. So again I'll be going to my, so in sprint 2 you can see that okay, this is done. And then you can see that okay, uh, okay, you can check the okay workload by assignee and all such stuff. You can see that okay, number of story points 8, uh, two issues given to Naveen. I mean two stories and or task assigned to Naveen, and it just flows like this. And you can mark this particular user story as done. Again you can see that okay, any bugs are there, or let's see in peer review any bugs are there, you can again mark it to in progress like this. Okay. And if you go to active sprints, you can see that okay, once everything is fine, now this is today is the end of the sprint, right? And 0 days are remaining. What exactly you are going to do, that you are going to complete the sprint. Simply click on complete sprint. And so what exactly says that okay, in this particular sprint, what exactly you have achieved. I have achieved that 2 issues were done, one issue was incomplete, maybe this particular income, okay, that this particular epic is also, we will move it to done. So everything is done. I'll mark it this particular complete sprint. 3 issues were done. Issues, guys, don't worry. Issues are here not the defects or bugs. Issues means either it can be epic. In Zira, we issue is called epic, bugs, test cases, task, and user story. All these things are issue types. So 3 issues were done, and please click on complete. So you can see that this is a complete sprint report will be generated, that the sprint is closed, ended by Naveed, or maybe ended by Scrum Master. Generally, Scrum Master does that. That sprint is completed, and you can see this particular graph also, what exactly your approach and how exactly you did it, and complete issue, 3 issues you created, and such. Okay. Uh, all these 3 things you have created. One bug you raised, one epic was there, one story you completed, like that. Simple. Okay. So or you can customize it also. You can generate the, you can see that this is the velocity graph also. So what is the velocity graph? Okay, you have achieved in sprint number 1 you committed 18 things. Oh sorry, in sprint number 2 you committed 11 things, you completed around 8 things. So accordingly your uh, the graph and all those things will be generated in sprint number 2. Like this was your plan, you achieved around this thing. So let's say your velocity graph is around 75%. I mean not 75%, whatever it is. Okay. So like that. Okay, you can also check same thing if you want to see the burn up chart. Burn up chart also will be created. I don't know it's available or not. Yes, the burn up chart is also there. What is your work scope, scope projection, complete work and guidelines, all such stuff. It will okay, it will give you the complete track of the scope that you have achieved, okay, in the form of your total work done, right? And the different number of different okay reports are there, but we are not bothered about all such reports. Okay, but as a QA guy, I think these reports are more than enough for you guys. Okay, so now quickly that I'll go to my again backlogs. And backlog, now the sprint 2 is over. I can see that okay, and now I can create a new sprint, create a sprint, sample sprint and create. And again, let's say I'm going to complete my registration flow quickly, registration user story, and I'll start my okay, start the sprint now. Okay, and you can say that okay, you can plan sprint also, you can do that. You can write some meeting notes and a blank page notes also you can write. But let's see that sprint planning is done, and then I'm going to start the sprint. So simple, you have to click on start sprint. Okay, duration, how many, I mean, see, generally according to the standard 1 week sprint, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and you can customize also. But most of the time you will see that okay, it's only 2 weeks of a sprint and it's gonna end 15 to 29 like that. Okay, and what is the sprint goal? You will write that okay, I have to achieve. What is your sprint goal? I have to achieve. My goal is complete registration flow. This is my sprint goal, and simple. Now the sprint got started. Right, the sprint got started. I'll go to my backlog and then I'll move this particular registration user story number 2 over here, and I go to my active sprint. Okay, so the registration user story number 2 is still there. Same thing I'll do. I'll create my task. Okay, different task, QA task and all such stuff I'll be creating. Let's see, QA task I'll create, and one dev task I'll create. Okay, so one QA and one dev task I have created, and the story points I'll be giving. Let's see, the story point is around 13 because registration flow is the little complex. So like this, assignee is assigned to me. Okay, and simple click on refresh. So you will see that yes, 2 tasks got created like this. Now the in QA manual test cases I'm going to write, so I'll move it to in progress. Now what I'm going to do, now see it carefully. What I have to do, I have to write the test cases. Now how to write the test cases in Jira? So Jira does not provide any feature to write the test cases. One plugin you have to download, that is called Zephyr plugin. Zephyr plugin you have to download. Okay, then only you can write your test cases. Okay, so that plugin is already available in your so now it depends on your company to company. Some people they don't want to use that. Some people they want to use the Excel file. Some people they want to write the test cases in the form of conference pages. Okay, like that. So it's up to you. In my company I'm using Zephyr tool to write the test cases. Maybe in your company you are writing in your Excel file. Maybe in some other company they are writing in some conference pages. So or maybe in some different file altogether, or maybe some different tool they are using for that, but they are not using Jira tool for writing a test cases. But there is a plugin that is called Zephyr plugin. You have to download. Okay, so very simple how to download Zephyr plugin. So you just need to write over here for practice point of view. This is Zephyr plugin for Jira, and simple you need to click on this marketplace. Okay, you have to go to the marketplace altashien.com site, and this is, you can try it free. Okay, Zephyr for Jira test management point of view, so complete test management point of view you can take it, and just click on try it free. And okay, don't say that okay you will host, don't select this option that you host, let them host. Okay, automatically it will be hosted, otherwise you have to create your own server and everything, and then unnecessary. So for Jira Cloud, let them host and click on. So this is again 30 days trial version. Click on start free trial. Right, and you can see that it will give you some information and all such stuff, and here you will get one link that is called install link. I have already installed, so that's why it's saying manage link, but I have already installed in my laptop, and I mean, okay, in my Jira, so that's why it is showing like this manage. Okay, guys, don't ask any question as of now because I'm not checking any chat box over there. Okay, okay, now see, manage button is there. If you want to manage, generally we don't do such stuff, already it is done. It's done by the a DevOps team over there, or maybe the Jira administrator guy is there who will be taking care of all those things. Otherwise, if you are wasting our time in these things, okay, who will do the testing, who will do the work and automation, right? So but just for your practice point of view, if you really want to set up everything in your laptop on your machine, then you can do that. So once you do that, this is done. What exactly you have to do, you have to click on this plus icon, and you will see that okay, issue type, currently I don't see any test issue type. Okay, I don't see any test issue type. So if you really want to create test cases over here, because in the trial version they don't show default test over here, what you have to do, you have to go to the moment you, okay, one more thing, the moment you download that plugin, Zephyr plugin, You refresh your page and you will see this test, okay, section over here, this test section. Under the test section, it will give you that, okay, complete overview, complete test summary, that how many test cases you created from last 30 days, how many test execution is going on from last 30 days. Okay, total test cases, right now we haven't written any test cases or something like that, so total test cases 0, right? Total test cycles. And you can create your traceability matrix also, like requirement and traceability matrix, that I have user story 1 associated with 10 different test cases, so you can create a traceability matrix. So two types of traceability reports are available. Requirement is mapped with the test, and then execution, and then defect. This is, now see, interview question here. What do you mean by RTM? Requirement traceability matrix. This is called requirement. So there are two types of traceability reports. One is this: requirement, test, execution, and defects. So first you get the requirement, write the test cases, execute it, and raise the bugs, and all are mapped. This is called requirement traceability matrix. What do you mean by defect traceability matrix? You raise a defect, again re-execute it, test it, and the requirement associated with that. Okay, that is called defect traceability matrix. Okay, so now how to write the test cases? So if you click on this plus icon, so everything is created in Jira, everything is created through this plus icon, guys. Either you want to create so test is also a type of issue. So issue type is bug, task, story, and epic. Four options are available, but test option is not available. So to, if you really want to test cases, what you have to do, click on this cancel. um, you have to go to site administrator. Okay, generally it is done by site administration. And what you have to do, just a minute, I'll show you. You have to go to Jira settings somewhere, and because this, all these things not done by us. So issue collectors, no, not issue collectors, I'll show you where exactly. Just a minute, I'll show you where exactly it is. Okay, so I'll repeat over here that what you have to do, guys, you have to go to administrator, select your project. Okay, so let me repeat it again. Go to site administrator, and from site administrator, what you have to do, go to this Jira application settings. So guys, one thing I want to tell you, that these things we don't do that, it's already done by, okay, Jira administrator. And what you have to do, no, again we lost. Yeah, you have to go to projects, select the project, on which project you're working upon. So my project name is Naveen Test. Under that Naveen Test, you will see that issue types. You have to select the issue types. So issue types test is not available, so you have to click on actions and edit issue types, and you have to drag this issue types from here to here. Okay, so and then click on save. Then you will see that, okay, issue types test is also available. Earlier story, bug, epic were there. Now what I'm gonna do, I'll go to, okay, again you have to come back, so just click on this icon, go to Jira, and go to project, Naveen Test project, and then we will create one issue which is test type. So I'll create on plus, then we'll see. Now see, you can see that test is also over here. Guys, please be on mute. Okay, now how to write the test cases. So let's see, my test case name is, summary is, okay guys, so please make sure that, okay, when you're creating the issue, the test should be there. Okay, otherwise you won't be able to see that. So you can see that, okay, some issue types are unavailable due to incompatible field configuration or workflow associations. So you have to associate your test from the settings menu, then only test will be available over here. And this is a Zephyr plugin, this icon is Zephyr plugin. Okay, And let's see, the summary is login test cases. A reporter is Naveen. Login test cases, like that I'm writing. Let's see, assigned to me. Epic link is this. In this sprint number 2, active sprint, and click on create. Okay, so the moment you click on this link, what will happen that it will give you, it will create this login test case, whatever the login test case you are going to write, and the priority is medium, type is test type, associated with this particular epic. Okay, and you can associate with the user story as well. Just click on edit, and there should be an option. Do we have any option? You can select relates to the registration is the story number 2. Okay, and then click on update. Or so I'm going to write some login test cases which is associated to this epic, and it is part of the sprint number 2. So here you can write the test details over here step by step, like this. It's simple. I'll write for you guys. Login, let's see, browser, test data is Chrome browser. Quickly I'll be write for you guys. Should be launched, and then see, this is the first step got created, open browser, and then launch URL. URL is www.freecrm.com. Expected result what?
What's the matter?
Guys, please be on mute. Why don't you guys understand this is a recorded session, guys? Okay, so login page should be displayed. I had one test case and one more test case. I'll write that enter username and password. So let's see, your test data username is Naveen K. Password is test@123. Okay, your expected result that okay, user should be able to enter username and password. So this is the third test case I have written. Third step I have written. In the single test, I'm writing different steps. In Zephyr, it provides you the option to write a different steps. Fourth one is that click on submit button. There is no test data, so not available NA. And after that, what exactly you're expecting? Simple, I'm writing home page should be displayed. And the last step is that verify home page title. Let's see, your title is CRM PRO, and I'll simply write home page title should be correct and click on write. So these are the different 5 test steps I have written under that particular test case, the login test case. And you can write different wrong username, wrong password, and all such stuff. You can write it over there, guys. I have written. Okay. Now, guys,
Hey Naveen,
guys, please be on mute. Don't ask any question as of now. Let me complete it first. Okay. So now what I want, these are the test cases I have written, and now I want to execute these test cases. So how to execute? Simply click on execute button. So you want to add to existing test cycle, click on this. Let's see, version number 1.0 test cycle ad hoc, or assign to me, or you can assign to the specific person also. Let's say you are the team lead and I want to assign to some different guy in my team, so you can assign that particular person and click on execute. So the moment you assign to the specific person, he will be notified, he or she will be notified, so that he can execute the test cases. And then now you can execute the test cases. That if you want to any attachment also, you can do that. Open browser, the status is what? The status is pass. Enter comment, simple, you can write that as per expected. Okay, as per expected. Launch URL status is pass as per expected, or whatever the comment you want to give, guys, you can write. Okay, if any defects are there, you can raise a defect and then you can mark that particular defect ID over here also. Okay, and enter username and enter password. Let's see, pass as per expected. Let's click on submit button, pass as per expected, and verify home page title. Let's see, the title is coming wrong, so this is fail. Enter, title is wrong. I'm just writing very simple language, guys, so that, yeah, any attachment, a screenshot you want to attach, you can do that. You, if for failure test cases, you can raise a defect over here also. So you can write like create new issue. So immediately, let's see, home page title is missing. I'm writing this. Okay, I'm raising a defect. Home page title is missing, and assigned to, let's say, respective developer. Linked issue to. Okay, you can link it later, and simple. Click on create, and nev39 got created automatically. It will be shown over here, and click on this. So you can see that in this particular execution report, out of 5 steps, 4 steps got failed. One is, I mean, 4 steps got passed. One step got failed, and associate link is, I mean, the defect is now 39. Okay, guys, please be on mute. I really don't like this thing. Okay, now, okay, so this is how we execute our test cases. And again, you can go to return to test cycle. If we give you the summary, complete summary, that okay, ad hoc, and if you go to, let's see, one test package, I mean the test link over here, how many test cases, two test cases you have written. It will give you the summary on this particular date you executed and all such stuff, and like that. The test cycle also you can monitor that. Okay, nav 38, this is the bug that you have raised, and this is unexecuted. Let's see, this is now pass, and then click on this. Okay, so the entire test case, the login test case, sorry, not bug exactly, the login test case got passed. Nav 38, if you want to click on it, you can see all the complete details over here. In this particular nav 38 login test cases you have created, having 5 different you know, 5 different test cases. You can add number of other test cases as well later on. If you really want to execute once again, you can execute like this also. Okay, again I'll go to test dashboard, and total test cases executed 1, like this. Simple. If you go to test cycle, in this particular test cycle, the executed on this particular date, the status is pass. Okay, if you really want to create a new cycle, one more cycle you can create like this. Create new cycle, like let's see, version number 2.0, description, all such stuff. From this particular to date, you can select date also and click on save. Automatically it will be created. And traceability also, let's see, version, maybe some button is not available, I don't know. Let's see, 2.0 and story. So generate to create traceability matrix, click on generate. It's not there, maybe in free version it's not there, so let's not discuss about it. So this is how we manage the test management also in Jira in the form of Zephyr plugin, right? And one last thing I'm going to cover is, that is how to raise a bug, that I've already discussed so many times. That click on bug, and simple, let's see, uh, system is not showing, or system, let's see, I'm writing a critical bug, user is not able to log in to the system with correct username and password, right? So you are going to raise this particular bug like this. So this is a summary, always write like this, and then you will write steps to reproduce. See, I'm covering manual testing as well now quickly. Simple. How will you steps to reproduce? That open browser, launch URL, enter username as, let's see, Naveen K, and password as test@123. The fourth step will be click on submit button. Okay, and after click on submit button, let's see some error is coming. That's a bug. How will you write that? Actual result system shows an error on the page. What is the error? That not able to log in. Let's see, this is the error. Okay, and you can write one more actual result, that not able to log into application, and your expected result is system should allow user to log in to the system with password, like this. So this is the bug summary I have written, and in which version you want to fix. Let's see, in version number 2 I want to fix what is the priority. This is a very critical, so highest priority, and any environment information, let's say it's coming on QA environment. Okay, like this. Any attachment you want to, okay, you can click on browse and you can upload a file with attachment. Okay, it links to which it related to some user story. Let's see, NAV uh, login story user number 1 assigned to respective developer, in which epic, in this particular epic, in current sprint, yes, current sprint, and click on create. Simple. So you will see that one bug we have raised, and this is the bug description completely I have written. Now, who is a reporter? Naveen is a reporter. Who is a developer? Naveen is a developer, right? So this is the first Naveen. He is the second Naveen. He is a developer Naveen. Immediately that I'll do that. Okay, I'll raise that hi at the rate, simple like this. I'll write hi Naveen. Quickly you put a comment also. Please look into this issue. Thanks, Naveen QA. This is you are writing to Naveen Dev. And click on add, and you will assign to that particular guy. And Naveen Dev is looking into the picture and in this bug and says that okay, yes, absolutely working fine. I've raised the, I fixed this particular issue. I changed the code and everything. So then you will write hi Naveen QA, issue got fixed now. Please test it again. Thanks, Naveen Dev. Done. And then I'm gonna check it. I'll see that okay, now it is. I'll mark it in progress. And the same issue you can check it on active sprints also. That one user is not able to log into the system with correct username. In progress, it is working fine, and then you can mark it to done, like this. Okay. So that's all about Jira, guys. Whatever I know, most of the things like we have covered. This is like more than enough for you guys. And if you explain such kind of things at a time of interview, I think more than enough. Most of the things generally we don't do that. All the basic configuration, the customization, we don't do that. It is done by the administrative guy, the site administrator guy. We don't do that. But we should know how to create the user story, epic, bugs, and how to write the test cases, what kind of plugin we need. Okay, how to link the user story with the epic to bugs to bug life cycle we have to follow, what kind of bugs we have to raise, how exactly we have to raise, how to add the screenshot. Okay, all the basic customizations, how to write the test cases, how to execute the test cases, how to create the test cycles, and everything you should know. and how to complete the sprint. Sometimes as a QA, you have to work as a Scrum Master also, so you should know all these things, right? So I hope you really like this session, and that's all from my side. Now it's time for only for 10 minutes, only 5 questions I'll take, because from last 1.5 hour continuously I'm talking. So only 5 top questions I'll take. Okay, you can write your questions, don't speak anything. You can write the question in the chat box. Okay, don't speak anything, guys. Just write your question in the chat box, because this is a recorded session. I don't want to disturb in my channel. So I'm going to open the chat window. Rame is saying, what is the bug life cycle? So bug life cycle, it's very, very common thing, guys. First you have to open the bug, then you have to assign to the developer, then you have to developer will look into the bug, it will, okay, he will fix that bug, status will be fixed, then assign to the QA will again see that, okay, if the bug is still open, he will reopen it, and again assign to the developer, again developer will fix it, again assign to the QA guy. QA will see that, okay, now it is fixed, now it will be marked as resolved fixed, okay, and QA will see that, okay, verified fixed, and then bug will be closed. So this is the bug life cycle. Excel sheet link, simple as an attachment you can add. You can write your test cases and you can attach as an attachment over there. If you really don't want to use the Zephyr plugin, if you really want to use your test case in Excel sheet, you can, okay, write it over there in Excel file, and as an attachment you can do that. Why do you want to use with Jira? I mean, Jira with Jenkins. Are you trying to do some automation? No. What is the point? Some people they do that, but I don't prefer that. You can do that. You can integrate with. And what do you want to integrate with your framework? Yes, that is a very important question. That why do you want to do that? Because the moment any TestNG test cases or any Cucumber test cases in your automation are getting failed, so Jira provides those APIs as well. So that we can take the separate task, guys, that how to automate Jira. Currently, it's only and only for manual testing. That the moment any TestNG test case getting failed, automatically a bug will be raised over there. Okay, automatically bug will be raised in your Jira through the API, through the backend services, through the web services. PO review is similar to UAT? No, it's not similar to UAT. PO review is an internal review. Okay, once all the features are done, then we are going to deliver to the production. Before that, UAT will happen with the business guys. PO review is different from UAT. Okay, how do we link the Excel file? I have already told you. Any other question? Can we attach Jira with TFS? Team Foundation Server provided by Microsoft. They provide some APIs, but it's not recommended. And why do you want to use two test management tool altogether, right? So Team Foundation Server is provided by Microsoft. I haven't tried, but I heard that some people they do that, especially in IBM and Microsoft. But I haven't seen that actually. How we decide the priority of bugs, Priyanka? This is the manual testing question. It's not related to Zira, but still I would say that the priority of the bugs on the basis of the business priority. Priority is always your business priority. Then how critical bug is it, like for the business point of view, for the release point of view? Let's see, the logo is missing on your web application. Facebook logo is missing. It's impacting the Facebook brands, right? Although it's so low, a very low severity issue. Why? Because like immediately you can fix within 2 minutes. You can fix it. So this is example of low severity but very high priority, means you have to fix it. Without that, release cannot happen on production. Okay, or without that, we cannot deliver the feature. Let's say login is not happening. That is a high priority. If login itself is not happening, then how will you test some other features in the application, right? So login is the example of high priority issue. When the UAT is conducted in Agile, UAT is conducted in Agile when the business release is going on. Let's see, after 3 months or after 1 month, okay, the UAT, I mean, the production release is there. Before that, business people will sit together with the POs, and maybe you can also participate, the QA and dev side also. One guy from QA and dev respectively, they can also participate, and they can participate at the time of user acceptance testing. So UAT means two types of UAT. One is alpha testing, another is beta testing. In alpha testing, it will happen internally. Let's see, Cognizant is a company, they want to deliver to the Bank of America, is a client. So in Cognizant, they will sit together and okay, all the business partners, they will sit together, and all the okay, the management also will sit together with the product owner team. They will check okay, everything is working fine. Then it will move into the production. Okay, then it will be given to the end user, to the end client, which is a live user. Let's see Uber and Ola. The moment Ola starts a new service in India, let's see the Uber pool, or maybe let's see Uber motorbike. So first they test it internally. That is called UAT. That internally means with the business team, the UAT management team, they will sit together. They will test it. That is called alpha UAT. And the beta means which is used by us actually. And then with the user experience, they will see that okay, what kind of works are coming from the production and what kind of things we have to improve or enhancements that we have to do. Okay. Difference between ALM and Zira. ALM is provided by HP. That is, earlier it was Quality Center. Which companies prefer most? ALM is very very expensive and very a little complex as compared to Zira, so Zira is most preferable. Cool. Anything else? I hope did you like the session? I tried my best, guys. This is the first time I'm explaining Zira to someone. Okay, cool. So I hope you really like this session and let me know. You can write the comments in the video section in the YouTube itself. Uh, if you have any question, I'll try my best to answer it. Okay, but please practice with the Zira. It's already hosted on their site. Okay, practice over there, install all the plugins, configure it, create your project. Hardly it will take 2 hours for you, and within 2 3 hours, you can become an expert in Zira. And easily you can crack interview. Unnecessary, why to take unnecessary headache on your mind that okay, no, Naveen, please. Every time I'm getting this comment that okay, Naveen, please explain Zira, Zira, Zira. Unnecessary. This is not at all rocket science that we are building over here. It's very simple, but most of the people they are not aware about it. That's why you guys are scared. Especially like I mean, someone has never used that. But at a time of interview, this particular session will really, really help you. But practice is important. Just go through it, and then I think then done. Then don't waste your time on Zero unnecessary again and again. Okay, cool. This video will be uploaded in next 1 hour. I just need to convert into recording and then cool. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for attending. I think the only 51 viewers there, and thanks for your patience. And please subscribe to the channel, Naveen Automation Lab. Okay.